All right, we're here at the salsalasvegas.com Salsa Social here in Las Vegas, and we're here with the Stevenson sisters, las hermanas Stevenson de Chile. ¿Cómo están?
Muy bien, demasiado bien.
Having fun, enjoying Vegas.
Nice. Now, how long have you been in Vegas this last trip?
This one we've been like 2-3 days.
Yeah,
I don't even know now. We lose count because we haven't really slept much.
Oh my God! I saw you performing. You were just performed last Friday.
Yes,
you did amazing, by the way. You did incredible. And now we're looking forward to see you coming. You're coming, right? When are you coming?
I'll be coming back in June.
June. So we're gonna keep everybody posted. Now, I was talking to you earlier today or yesterday when you were in the workshop, and we were talking about, because one thing I should say, we've been following you girls' careers to a certain extent since you were little. I remember when you were little in LA, and there's so many things that have changed ever since. And I don't know if you agree with me, but there's a lot of things that have changed. Here in Vegas, we've been trying to push salsa and mambo and bachata and everything, and it's been tough because we never really had somebody like you and like Francisco and Johnny and all those big stars from back in the day. There was never that many people here. So I would like to ask you, how did you guys see the salsa today compared to the salsa before? Is there more passion before and less passion today? What do you see?
I think it's less competitive. Okay. I think it was more for the union. And for us, it was always a family union. We started dancing about 16 years ago. Sounds like a long time ago. And when we started, it was my parents with the 3 little girls. And everywhere we went, it was my parents and the 3 little girls that danced. And so it was a family union, and it wasn't to compete. It wasn't to make money. It was just the one time a week that the entire family got together to have fun. And it was something that it was for all ages and we all can do. I just think that nowadays we have to motivate more families. That's my opinion, because that's what affected our careers. The support of our family and everybody doing it. My grandparents, my mom, the baby sister. We were all a part of it. And now it's a little bit more competition, thinking about making money, the promoters competing against each other, doing events on the same day. It's changed a lot. But I also have to remember that when we started, salsa congresses didn't exist. Only 2 a year. One in Puerto Rico and one in LA. And that's it. There wasn't Japan, there wasn't Korea, there wasn't any of the congresses that exist today. They didn't exist.
Wow.
So, in my personal opinion, I just think more schools, more promoters have to promote salsa as bring in more families, welcome everyone.
More for the true feeling of dance, the true for dancing, not for anything else, no egos, nothing else.
Right.
What do you think?
I also think that there's the passion that you were talking about. You can actually inspire people. You're an instructor yourself here in Vegas. You have so much power and influence on people who have never been to this scene ever in their lives. If you come in here, you're like, oh my God, everybody's enjoying themselves. Nobody's drunk and trash. You know, in Vegas, people come here to party and get trash. So it's like, people think that that's the only way to enjoy themselves socially. And this is by far the healthiest way to socially integrate with people. You don't have to know their name. You don't have to speak the same language. That's why you can travel all over the world and dance salsa or bachata with someone, because we all speak a language.
Yeah,
that's our language. So if you can inspire someone else to jump into the scene, whether you're a beginner or whether you're a pro, and you can have that influence on someone, we can make it expand even more. And the bigger it gets, the more people will join, the more people will want to be, be beginners, and they'll want to grow and be pros.
That's true. Now, in your career, would you say you like teaching better than dancing, performing? What's your preference? Is it social dancing, teaching?
That's a good question.
You like everything?
I like everything.
Yeah. Nice.
I feel like they feed different parts of your soul.
Yes, that's true.
Like teaching makes you feel like a mothering thing, like you just gave someone a gift, And then when you get on a stage, not only did you just give a gift, but you just got that applause. It's like it's like a drug.
How about competition? You like competing?
I love competing.
Wow.
I don't.
I do get really nervous, but I always get nervous for everything, even for a workshop.
Wait, would you agree that it's very hard to find somebody who can be very good at all of them? It's usually you're a good teacher or and you could be a little bit of everything, but I saw you teach. I think you're an amazing instructor, amazing performer. So it's hard to find somebody who can actually touch everything.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to ask you is, when you started dancing, who was the first person who inspired you? Meaning, even if it's not, let's just put somebody on the salsa scene that maybe the first female that you said like, oh my God, I want to do that.
Gisela Papa Tambor. That's
Okay,
me.
she has Gisela de Papa Tambor.
It's a woman from Puerto Rico who is like
I remember that.
incredible.
Yeah.
Till this day, if I see her social dance, my jaw still drops to the floor.
Really?
She's just so engaged in the music and she breathes it.
Where is she now? Do you know?
I think in Puerto Rico we're traveling. She's always traveling with artists, but yeah, being a teacher or performer, going back to that, I feel like some people are meant for one thing and some people are meant for another, and then there's people who are fortunate and just have it all.
Yeah.
They're like amazing performers, amazing teachers. Your passion though, it's how much is your passion, how crazy are you about it? Like some people just want to be on a student team and some people want to be competing at the Mayan in LA next year, you know?
For me, Olivia Dasso changed my life.
Wow, I remember her.
This is years ago. The first time I saw Olivia was maybe when I was 14. And then
Was she with Johnny back then?
she was with Johnny and I was with Ramon.
Wow.
And we always went head to head in competitions and we could never beat them. And it was like, oh, we have to beat them. And so I always told Johnny after, because later on I danced with Johnny, because Olivia Dasso I don't think is dancing very much these days. But I told Johnny I couldn't beat you, so I had to join you.
If I could beat you, I'd join you.
Yeah.
Now, it's a Mayan competition. I know for the longest time, the Mayan was a place to accomplish a career. If you won the Mayan, that's pretty much like a trampoline. You started being recognized and everything. But I don't hear about the Mayan as much anymore. Which is the club now in LA that is the most powerful club where everybody goes anymore?
You know what? This is the thing, is that LA is very big. So it depends where you live. If you're in Orange County, you have your places. If you're in LA, you have your places. The west side is incredible right now, which is by the beach. There's like 4 places to go to. There's like monsoons, Zanzibar, there's volcanoes. Social dancing has gotten a lot more popular. Just people want to go out and just groove and they don't want to overdress. They just want to go out and dance with their friends. You just send like 5 text messages, let's all get together, let's groove tonight. That's what it's about. So,
and before it was just one place.
Yeah.
One place, it was rare. Stevenson Steakhouse and Sportsman's Lodge. That's it.
That's it.
And they were
those
huge.
were the main places,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the Mine, everybody knew once a year the competition. But now it's everywhere.
Yeah?
So it's very spread apart. Sometimes we go out, we're like, I don't know anybody here. It's changed. It's very different. And
Now-
we travel a lot, so it's hard to
Really?
keep steady. Yeah.
Now, you travel all over the world, different cities, you experience different crowds, and obviously we know that 2 of the most popular styles, we all know on 1 and on 2, and then of course there's a lot of variety, the Cuban and all that stuff. But speaking of 1 and on 2, I know you guys started on the West Coast.
Yes.
And I know you still dance on 1, but what do you think about dancing on 2? Have you tried? Do you don't like it?
That's a
You
good
do?
question.
We love
do?
it. We love it.
So I remember back in the day, I took a long time. I took a worship from Cuban Pete in LA, and I took a worship from him on 2. And then Johnny Vasquez was next after him. And I remember Cuban Pete looked at the students and said, if you stay for the next worship, you don't know what you're doing. The real salsa is on 2, and that's it. And Johnny was there, and I went to Johnny and I said, man, if I was you, I would take offense on that because, you know, he shouldn't be saying that. We even went to Albert and told him, and it was a long time ago, but my point is this, it used to be a friction. Now I don't think there's a friction anymore.
No.
But what do you guys, in your particular taste, in your life, do you guys like dancing on 2, but you like dancing on 1 better because you started there, or?
I like to dance.
This
I
has
can
been
dance
talked about.
reggae.
I saw it.
I can dance hip hop. I just like
This
to dance.
it's a subject. Yeah, it's a subject that everybody talks about. Like, what are you on 1 or on 2? It's like, are you black or are you white? If you can get down on both, that's all that matters. Like, you better be able to get down on both. That means you know you're.
That means you feel the music.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how, you just feel it.
And to be honest, I've seen you dance, and you guys, even though you dance on 1, no le pide nada a los de 2. Tienen ese flow y ese feeling.
Thank you.
Les quiero dar las gracias por esta entrevista. And I know you guys are going to be coming back. I know there's plans. Maybe you're looking into, who knows, maybe even coming to Vegas. We really hope so. You guys have a family here.
Thank you very
This is
much.
your studio. This is like your house.
Thank you.
And we'll be seeing you around.
Yes.
And we're going to do more events and more things together, hopefully.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vegas. We'll be back.
Thank you very much. Let's just look at the camera and say thank you, Vegas.
Thank you, Vegas. I want to ask everyone as well. I work on a TV show called Estrella TV, and I compete with a celebrity 2 seasons a year. And I go on TV, and they put a telephone number, and I need the salsa world to support me every time I come out with my celebrity, because the more votes I get, the longer I stay on the show.
What's the name of
And
the
the
show?
more money I get.
I know. What's the name of the show?
Mi sueño es bailar.
Mi sueño es bailar.
Yes.
Let's plug in. We'll go to votes and we'll help them out. All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much. We'll see you later, guys.